Hey y'all, so I know I've been a little bit MIA lately, but to stop by and kind of give y'all an update of what's been kind of going on in these markets, girl. Right now, I'm just about to do a one-on-one mentorship. Yeah, spread some knowledge in any way I can. This is strictly from the very beginning. We're taking it all the way back to what these candlesticks mean. You definitely can find this information like online. Some people, they just prefer that little extra help. I'm gonna come back and check in with y'all when we get done with our mentorship. Okay, y'all, so today I'm going to be giving y'all a trade recap of an amazing trade that I took this morning, and all it did was really just, I did a recap of it already, but I wanted to do more of an in-depth video because this trade really shocked me. I'm like, wow, girl, you are killing the game. I study NQ and I study it for this reason in particular. Eventually on this channel, I want to start live trading and catching my trades live. But right now, just bear with me. Still trying to get into trading on my live account, trading on my prop firm, trading on my funded. So the vlogging part, it would just be kind of chaotic. So just give me a minute, just kind of bear with me, and we're gonna grow together in this thing, okay? I was able to be sane enough to screen record for y'all, so that's what I did. Q was moving up bullish. We were on a current uptrend. I saw this demand zone after price already gave a demand zone that it never revisited. We never went back to that demand zone, so that was just something, a bias that I was keeping in the back of my mind. So coming into this, looking at a previous demand zone that haven't been retested, it was in my mind that, okay, price could potentially come back down and retest that zone at any given moment. But that was just something to keep in my mind. It wasn't going to stop me from taking this trade, but I was definitely keeping it in my mind to manage risk and to also close out contracts and take something home when I'm able to. So I saw it retested here and the candle was flipping bullish, but it wasn't the entry I wanted, because if I would have entered right here on this candle, I would have increased my stop loss from like a 40-point stop, increasing it to like a 60-point stop. And you can see me contemplating it right now. I remember being on my live account this morning and I was like looking at the stop loss I'm changing. I'm like, okay, I don't want this to flip and drive and leave me. Like, I want to get on the train. I just don't want to hop on the train while it's moving. So I'm like, okay, if you enter this trade, it just wouldn't make sense. It has to be something strategic. It has to be sniper, not machine gun. It has to make sense. And it wasn't making sense for me to enter right here. So I was kind of already mentally preparing myself. Okay, you might get left on this trade, but you're just going to have to go warm some coffee up, go make some breakfast. You're gonna just have to be waiting, and that's fine, but I would much rather wait than hop on a moving train. Kind of waited until I saw something a little bit more promising and something that I really wanted to see. It already retested my zone. I already know that. But I was also looking for something like a green candle closure. Sometimes NQ is not gonna give a green candle closure near the zone, so you kind of got to get in aggressive. I kind of like to mix aggressive and conservative, and it was coming down to my intended direction, so we got in. We definitely got in. I didn't want it to leave me, but it was still holding my zone. It was still wicking into my zone. A body of the candle did not close into the zone. In my opinion, this is A+. This is something that I will want to take again and again and again and again, but strategically. I had no problem taking this trade. I went ahead and entered. I entered in 2 contracts. I set my stop loss and I also set my TP. Now, like I said on my social media accounts, this is me working to get my 3rd funded account. This particular prop firm, you cannot make over $1,500 in one day for the 50K combine. So I had to respect that rule, but typically I would never be risking more than I'm making on a trade. But for the sake of this evaluation and for the sake of this combine, we will play the game how it goes. If I would have went 1 contract, I would have had to hold the trade longer, which is what I was not trying to do. Now we're just kind of waiting. I wanted to see the candle close green. I was thinking in the back of my mind, okay, we do have this previous demand zone that never got tapped. We do have that sitting below us, but that's not going to deter me from taking the trade. I just simply want to manage my risk a little bit better. So we have about 2 minutes left on this candle. I was strictly waiting for this candle to close green and push up a little bit more to the upside. Once it closed green for me and pushed up a little bit more, I was going to take out one contract. So I'm still waiting on that right now. Okay, and as you can see, I went ahead and closed one contract, and now I'm just letting the rest run. I'm not going to lie, that's something that someone kind of helped me with. Someone commented on a video that I posted, and they were like, instead of exiting the whole trade, close out a contract and let the rest run. That's something that I knew of, but I never actually tried doing it for myself. So I kind of mixed that little token of wisdom that someone gave me, and I have been loving that technique ever since. As NQ was moving up, it was just kind of turning around a little bit. So I'm like, okay, what's going on, NQ? Because you can see we have almost about 5 minutes left, and it was just hesitating. I went ahead and closed profit full. I closed the position because I was getting that intuition that we were about to come up on a reversal. And NQ was very, very good for doing this. Notice with NQ, once they have like a demand zone sitting in the previous in a previous zone underneath the zone that I'm in, just notice price always reverses and turns around if that zone has not been tapped yet. Something that I was keeping in my mind. It's not scaring me out of the trade, but it's making me manage risk. And like I said in my video on Instagram and TikTok, when you see profit, take profit, because the money is not yours until you exit the trade. So that is very important to manage risk and just manage your position. Even move to break even if you don't want to close completely. Manage risk, because it can save you from losing a lot of money and potential drawdowns. Not upset that the trade ended up reversing and didn't hit my full 1 to 2 TP. I was very happy with this because we didn't get burned. We didn't get chopped up in the chop this morning. I was very happy. I had a reason. I had rules that was followed. I didn't break any of my rules, and this is what happens when you don't break your rules and you really remain disciplined throughout your trading journey. Follow your intuition and kind of follow your strategy. Be confident in the things that you studied on the charts. I really hope that this helps somebody. If you just want to relate on a certain level, or just kind of pick my mind when I'm going through the trades and doing certain things, I just really hope that this helps somebody along the way, contributed some type of knowledge, education to someone out there. Don't forget to like, share, comment on this video. And yeah, I'm going to get back with y'all later. And yeah, bye.